Andy Johnson. We are looking at spelling. Do we ever really teach spelling? Well, no, we do not. Weekly spelling lists studied out of context are of minimal effect in teaching children how to spell correctly under real life writing conditions. At best, we can raise sensitivity to spelling patterns. Spelling is a developmental process going from the early stages to the later stages. Doesn't matter that we know the stages because there's different terms, different researchers simply know that it goes from scribble to mature spelling. And again, you see scribble writing at the bottom all the way up to book or mature spelling. Different researchers have different names for the different levels or stages of children's writing or spelling. Again, you can see the different stages there. Simply know it goes from scribble to holding an approximate letter to mature writing, mature spelling. I am playing soccer. That is an emergent writer, semi-phonetic. Spelling is related to visual memory. That's the ability to store and retrieve letter patterns. It has nothing to do with intelligence. Very smart people have trouble spelling. Very good spellers. What is smart? We don't know what smart is anyway. Activity should focus on noticing patterns and word parts, word families, to enable students to better store or encode and retrieve letter patterns. That is what helps. What also helps is extensive reading. They see the words in meaningful context, as well as extensive writing, because the child uses the word, and if you have spell check, you get an immediate response. Oh, there's a red line underneath it. Here are some possibilities. What about rules? Rules in our English language do not make sense. Good spellers only master a very few. Our language doesn't lend itself, so don't waste any time on these rules. Even I before E, that's probably the one, but after that, everything is crazy. Studying words does little. A list of words to help children spell correctly under real life writing conditions. That's the weekly spelling test that we've all done for years and years. Why do we do it? Because we've always done it, but there's no real research to support it. I support a contextual approach to spelling. That's where you pull words to study from the books that children are reading, from a unit you're studying, or from their lives. So they see the word more than once they encounter it in real life context. What about these consumable spelling books that we use and we practice in? Throw them away. Don't buy them. They're expensive. They keep children from real writing. And that's what the purpose of language arts is anyway, isn't it? It is to get children and students to use the language. The money that you spend on these things could be better spent on real books or simply on paper and pencil, the tools of writing. Know that in the writing process, spelling, grammar are important, but they should be attended to in stage 4, not at the beginning stages. In all the writing that you do, the idea should be the driving force. And when you're trying to write, when you're trying to compose, and you're focusing on letters and letter patterns and correct spelling, you do not have enough space in short-term memory to work with ideas.